Pride March caps joyous New York June, but anxiety tempers hope. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it perfectly captures the mood on the streets of Manhattan this past Sunday. New York City's annual Pride March brought hundreds of thousands of people out to Fifth Avenue, kicking off just before noon with ticker tape confetti streaming through the air. Governor Kathy Hochul held a banner at the front of the march, and Mayor Zoran Mamdani marched nearby as onlookers packed sidewalks for dozens of blocks and leaned out of apartment windows to take it all in. The march commemorates the 1969 Stonewall riots, widely seen as the spark that ignited the modern LGBTQ rights movement, and it is the largest Pride March in the United States. Organizers estimate roughly 750,000 participants and 2 million spectators show up each year, making it the marquee event of a month-long series of Pride festivities across the city. And June in New York has genuinely felt celebratory this year. After a brutally cold winter, the city has enjoyed a stretch of warm days. The Knicks just won an NBA championship, and global soccer fans are in town for World Cup matches. But beneath all of that, there's a tension that participants were not shy about naming. Sophia Rose, a 19-year-old engineering student wrapped in a rainbow flag, put it simply, especially right now, with the hardships going on in our country, it's important to be here and show our pride. Those hardships are real and specific. The Trump administration has mounted sustained legal and rhetorical attacks on the LGBTQ community, including a push to end gender transition treatments for minors that has already claimed one significant casualty in New York. NYU Langone Health shut down its youth transgender care program after being targeted by the federal government. Mount Sinai received subpoenas demanding patient records, though a federal judge ordered the Justice Department to stop seeking that information from city hospitals just this past Wednesday. New York's Attorney General, Letitia James, warned hospitals earlier this year that ending gender-affirming care could violate state anti-discrimination law. And Mayor Mamdani responded on Friday by announcing $15 million in city funding to expand transgender healthcare access, including a pilot hormone therapy clinic in Queens and a call and text line to connect people with providers. There have been symbolic fights, too. Earlier this year, the Trump administration ordered the Rainbow Pride flag removed from the Stonewall National Monument in Greenwich Village, the literal birthplace of the gay rights movement. The removal drew outrage from elected officials and advocates nationwide, and in April, the federal government agreed to let the flag fly again. Meanwhile, national survey data released this month by the Pew Research Center shows public support for LGBTQ rights softening across the board. Support for same-sex marriage has slipped to 65%, down from a peak of 72% in 2023. The share of Americans who say homosexuality is morally acceptable has fallen from 71% in 2022 to 64% today. And those who say it's acceptable to change one's gender has dropped from 46% in 2021 to just 38% now. Corporate sponsorship has also retreated. Pride events across the country have seen sponsors pull back for the second year in a row. But the people marching on Sunday weren't ready to be discouraged. Latoya LaFleur, a founder of Gotham Cheer, an LGBTQ cheer troupe that's grown from a few friends walking the route 9 years ago to a 30-person performing act, summed up the local mood. As a city, we are leading the way. The rest of the country is falling into the Middle Ages, and New York is powering forward. Sean Ebony Coleman, who runs an LGBTQ center in the Bronx, acknowledged the long list of challenges but said they had shown us how resilient we are as a community. His message was defiant and, honestly, kind of irresistible. We wanted to send a strong message that we're still here, we're not going anywhere, and we're going to party. In a year that's asked a lot of the LGBTQ community, New York's Pride March showed that celebration and resistance can still walk hand in hand down Fifth Avenue.